Good afternoon. You probably wonder who's this guy coming here to talk to you on Saturday afternoon with an accent. Well, let me warm up a little.
Did you press the record?
Yeah. It's a boring subject, but to me, this is very important. First of all, my name is Wong. I'm the trustee of Westchester. Population, 62,000, just north of here. 19 miles from here. Straight from this door to my front door. 19 miles, 35 square miles township, 62,000. Over 90% population, I'll give you a demographic breakdown, are white, Caucasian. 10% Indians, Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, American. In fact, my wife's worked for a Vietnamese American doctor, dentist, and she's marketing. I'm an immigrant of Chinese descent. I came here when most of you weren't even born here probably, in 1970. Now, you know about 1970, you came here? You don't have short hair then. There's a lot of hippies. I landed in Chicago. They told me in Singapore, I just finished high school. They said, hey, Lee, US is a very rich and very formal country. Wow, I got to Singapore. I made a black suit, black tie, white shirt, patent leather shoes. I got to Chicago, I was shocked. Wait a minute, nobody queue up. Flight's about to take off, they all lay around, jeans, got holes on it, dirty looking. They even roll their own cigarettes. I wrote back, I said, wow, contrary, you guys are wrong. This is a very poor, informal country. Naive, huh? But anyway, I was thrown in the fire. I came here, I was all set to go to University of Illinois Circle campus to be a pharmacist. Great, wonderful. I'm an at-risk kid, okay? My parents passed away when I was 13. So from that moment on, there's no teenage life, okay? Either you make it or you're gonna push noodles someplace in a street corner. I came here, I thought, hey, I did well, got to go to school here, pre-pharmacy, couple of years, I'll be in big time. Oh, who knows? I was walking down the street one night, some guy jumped up from behind a tree about 6:30 at night. I had to make out the face. Brookfield, Illinois, you probably know where that is, Brookfield Zoo. He tried to kill me, choked me and attacked me, put me on the ground. I had to go to hospital for that. Now, that incident, it changed the course of my career. I was very confused for a couple of years. I didn't understand why this country is so advanced and also so barbaric. The guy wanted to kill me, he called me a Jap. He said, I kill you like dogs in Philippines. He's a World War II veteran. Okay? Now, what would that do to an 18-year-old kid? Huh? I got no parents here. Who do I cry to? Right. Suck it up, I lost my job, that flipping hamburger. I couldn't afford it to go to college. I was laying in hospital. Took that man to court, called the police, Brookfield, Illinois. I talked to this with passion, because I will lead up to it. Sure, write him a ticket and off he goes. Took him to court. You know what in court they call me? You jab, you slant an eye, all this. You know what the judge gave him? 1 year of unsupervised probation. Goodbye, that's it. Mr. Wong, if you want to take him to civil court, yeah, right. I don't have a part to pee in as a student. Going to sue him, civil rights violation. Yeah, who is going to support me? But it took me a couple years. Now, I was confused. I was lost. There's no advice. I was lost. That's a key word. I don't have a parents to run to, remember. Stroke of luck. There was a movie came out at that time called Justice for All. Wow, be a cop. Yeah, Justice for All. Yeah, wonderful. Civic, Al Pacino. Anyway, who wants to hire this face? Oak Park, Illinois. I want to be a cop. I'm going to change my major to police science the next day. No one wants to hire me. But anyway, stroke of luck. Like I say, I joined the Army. This guy, the recruiter, he's the best recruiter in the world. Oh, you want to be a cop? He pulled out his drawer with the MP design, put pin on me. My bicep just raised, that did to my self-esteem. You will be a cop, an MP, I guarantee you. I'll pick you up tomorrow at 5 o'clock, go for a physical exam and test and everything. Wow, he showed up at the doorstep, 5 o'clock. But it turned out that the Army, it's not for everybody, I got to say. Army did good for me because he went in there, shaved my head, put the same uniform as everyone else. He said, okay, today we're going to do the Army way. I'm going to break you down. All that prejudices you learn, all that garbage outside, you better lay it on the doorstep now or you're not going to make it. They teach me what humanity is all about, that we work together, we fight together, train together, eat in the same mess hall. All of us use the same shower. At that time, it's all open shower. We're all the same. They say 2 colors in the Army, green and red. Greens are uniform, red is our blood. He said, if you don't believe, go ahead, open the skin. Now, I like it so much. Army was like my parents. They never let me down. I stayed in there for 20 years. I started getting in my study mode, went through the Army. They let me go to college even, part-time. At night, I go to class. All the way, I got my bachelor's, and then I came out here. I got my master's here from UC. In the Army, I started to excel from MP all the way to CID. That's Criminal Investigation Division. There's a special agent. That's the FBI of the Army. There are only 600 of us. And I was very lucky to be selected as the first Asian American in there. I applied, I took the test, I got in. Physically, I'm in good shape. So in CID, some of the jobs I did was protect Secretary of Defense. Now, a guy from in Malaysia, it's called Malaysia now, worked with the Secretary of Defense, guarding Colin Powell, 4-star general. It done a lot of good to me. I stayed in there for 20 years active duty and retired in 1995. I came out here. I'm not done with this society yet. I want to do the best I can and make this a better world. I got here, I got in a police job over there. First few years in Indiana, I was the first Asian American cops, big deal. Okay, and then when the Johnson & Johnson came back, hey, I came to Westchester, Ohio. I said, I'm going to get involved with the community. First time I picked up went to a city hall meeting, just to learn, pick up the ropes, what's going on in our community. I went a few times. I said to myself, I can do better job than these guys. He's not going to tell me what to do, put his hose in sucked all my money out, the tax whenever they want and set policies on us. And I ran for election. Everyone say, oh no, Lee, you're not going to win. Don't forget it. You don't know, you don't have enough people knows you. You know what? I got on a bicycle knock on 18,000 door, I beat all 10 of them. Not once, twice. This is my second term. My third term is coming up. That's a 4-year term. Now, trustee of Westchester, now think about this, 62,000. How many, what's the population in Cincinnati? How many councilmen? So you think about that, divide that. We set the policies, we hire who is a police chief, fire chief, administrator, what kind of tax should be levied. We got to say so in there. Put a crosswalk, traffic circle. These are all a part important to our daily lives. Yep. We say, yeah, I'm just a big fish in a little pond. But you know, a lot of people, I use this salmon metaphor. You know, the salmon, the big salmon, they all started in the little stream. Learn all the basics before they go out in the big ocean, get eaten up by the big fish. Maybe they'll survive. So it's very important to start your grassroots support, get involved in the community. That is my main thing today. Asian American, that there is a lack of involvement, face time in the community, such as how do you get involved? Well, go to the city hall meeting. Show your face. Any function, show your face. You know what? You are different. Everyone in here is different, and I'm going to remember that face. You know, someday if you need help, I'm going to think, wow, Mr. Lee there, he's always there. You know, don't you think it's a lot quicker than just calling? You know, wow, I don't like this issue, I want to change it. Who are you? You know, you never get involved. To get involved, they said that, well, it's no use. We don't trust the government, this and that. Hell, go in there and change it. You know, this world is run by a handful. We say the world is run by the handful of people. I could count with my finger. Everyone got a bitch and gripes. No one wants to put up and sit down and work it out. Come on, you got an idea, bring it up, get on the podium, show me. Maybe it doesn't sound so good. After a while, you go ahead. You think that's the best idea? Well, let's sit down and work it out. Or you don't like it, run for the office, run for the school board. There's so much opportunity here that we let it slip by. That someone else is going to set a glass ceiling for us. I'm involved in 80-20 initiative. I'm the vice president. Next year I'll be sanctioned the president. This is a group of Asian American, including Indians, Korean, we have Vietnamese in there, all groups, to fight for justice for all. Okay? We don't ask for any specialty, any favoritism, justice. Such as lately I've heard of Private Danny Chang, the Chinese soldiers, American soldiers, private infantry. He shot himself, committed suicide in Afghanistan. You know why? Because his friends were bullying him, hazing, caused him so much anguish, he couldn't take it. Now, I could see the suffering that guy went through. They make him crawl on the ground, call him names, throw rocks at him, make him talk like goats or something, call all that, G word. Constantly berated him out in Norway in the desert. Yeah, he couldn't take it. He was the only son and shot himself in the mouth. Now, CID investigated it. I know CID are very competent, All the agents trained for 2 years. We are very thorough in death investigation. We turn it over to the Army for prosecution. Now, that's a different story. You know, justice, yeah. Is it going to be served? And no cases ever went up like that. There's a lot of Vincent Chin case. That's another one. They say you kill a Chinaman for $3,000. Yeah, Detroit. In fact, it was Court of Appeal. It was heard over here, 7th District, right in Cincinnati. The man walked away, paid $3,000 fine. That was the first one. Now, I'm not saying that all other races are evil, okay? Humans are evil. There are a few of them out there are evil, pure evil, okay? PNG. I talked to an audience, 80% are PhDs, Asian American. They'd like to know why I can be elected as a leader in a 90% Caucasian community, why they can make not a single one of them be a director or acting director. Now, that's pretty interesting. Glass ceiling, side walls, everything. If you think that is not pervasive, you might want to think again. Now, how to get involved? I went there to look at it, like, wow. There is a group of Asian PhDs. They're having lunch in a group, even brought their own chopsticks, talk Chinese. His boss is sitting over there, talking to someone, alone. Why is it that you can't get up? We call, in the Army, I play basketball with my commander, you know. I throw him extra balls, even though I know he's a lousy shooter. He shot one. Oh, wow, sir, you are great. You are the best. You know what? There's a game here you got to play. If you don't play politics in corporation, everything involves politics. Sir, can I take your tray? May I sit down and have lunch with you in the cafeteria? Nothing wrong with that. In fact, your boss like to be stroked, okay? Everybody, this is human psychology. Sir, I got a spot reserved for you. Yeah. I was a first sergeant. Sir, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. You know what? By the time if there's a crisis, he had to depend on me. I control them, the commander. So, vice versa, you got to play internal politics. Out in the civilian world is even more competitive. I know you guys are very savvy with computer today, well educated. I think the older generation are the one of them I found out, been here 20 years, did not know how to vote. Maybe no one ever taught them to register first, and then go 30 days before election, register first, and vote. These are all education. But you guys are savvy with computer, Facebook, and social media. That's good. Support one another, the cause. Get out there once in a while, demonstrate, well, I don't like this issue. I'm going to support it tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to stand out there, wave a few signs. You know what? They would do good for you. Speak up. That's what citizenship is about. Get involved as a citizen. If this country, our system is set up by, we call the inverted triangle. It's people telling the top what to do, okay, the masses. In China, it's this way. The top tells the masses what to do. Very effective. Ours is this way. It's a people's voice. Come in here. Before any meeting I have 2 minutes for each citizen. Get up there, They can complain, bitch, chew me out, anything they want. That's a democracy. Then after that, I got the last word. And hey, okay, Mr. Lee, you have an issue. Can we talk about that? Put it in writing. I'm interested. You see, it's a messy system, but it's the best we got. Okay, at least we get to hear the opposition without being shot. In China, it's a different story. You go, you speak up, you maybe disappear. We say there's a green door. It belongs to PSB. You'll never come out of that door. So I would say I strongly advise as young guys like you, get involved actively. You know what I did in the community before I become an elected official? Oh, high school football, I like football anyway. Hey, can I volunteer to take the tickets for you? Sure, why not? You know what? Everyone saw me at the gate. Plus, I get to watch a game free. Basketball game, I volunteer. They ask me, where's your son? Who is playing? No one. I just like the game. But I volunteer, show my face, PTA or whatever. I'm always there. You know, I can't be at every place. Important functions, I show up. They invite me to, oh, Mr. Wong, my son is getting the Eagle Scout Moral Awards. I request you come. Oh, I'll be there. I barbecue for your son's graduation. I'll be there. You see, more and more that people be inclusive. They like you. I'm a people person. Did I meet any hostile people? In my 7 years, oh yes. People slam the door right on my face. Yeah, just because of the way I look. You know, it's human nature. I'm not afraid of them. I speak up just like I go back the next day. You don't want to argue with them at that moment. I go back the next day. Is there something I say anything bad to you? I was standing on a public street here. Why did you do that? You know, he ended up later on had to apologize and turned out to be good friends later. See, all this phobia, fear, misunderstanding. You know, I'm more involved than most people in a community. Spring cleanup, what the heck, once a year, we call Rascals, random act of kindness. A lot of scouts, high school students, want to get points for community service, come to rake some leaves for seniors. I go with them. We even provide lunch. But learn also to always call the newspaper. Okay? Here's a trick you need to learn. News media and people are just like you and me. They are lazy. They're not going to come to you unless you are Mr. Obama or president. They like those big fish, okay? For us little fish, sometimes I even write the article for them and give it to them. I know that they print it before 1 o'clock is the deadline always. They got to get to the press for next day. Hey, tomorrow I got an event, and you don't have to do any more work right here. You're invited to come. I appreciate it. You know what? You show up with the camera tomorrow, take the story, wrote exactly what I put it in. You see, do it. Yeah. Control the media, learn fast, and call them if you have an event like this. Call Inquirer. I have a phone number of Inquirer, Cox News, or whatever it is, the reporter, the working reporter on my cell phone. Hey, I'm going to such and such your function. I heard there's a community interest, a lot of people there. See, they even thanked me for the tip, and boom, they show up. Awards ceremony, someone's retirement. Like next Tuesday, we have an employee retires after 36 years. It's a big deal at the library. I got to talk, 2,000 people there. So this is all community involvement, your face time. Be there. It's important. You may think that they don't realize that you are there. They say, hey, wow, what? That Asian guy, or that Joe there, he's always there. He seems like he's interested. And sooner or later, sometimes go out, hey, if you got a chance, do you mind if I say a few words? Politely. I go to GOP Central Committee meeting. What's the other one? Lately, Tea Party. I go there too. I like to know what's going on. Stay informed. I don't want to hear someone else what they wrote and put it in a paper. That's totally inaccurate. Don't read between the lines and learn firsthand. Always vote. That's all I got to say. And stick and don't give away. Oh, here it is. So quick. In the past, a politician, all they have to do is come to Chinatown or to a restaurant, rub his head on a Chinese short guy, usually used to be very short. They'll rub their head or shoulder, take a picture. Wow! They're throwing the support, sending the money. That's how they did in Chinatown before. He's so good. You know what? You get nothing in return. Nothing. 80-20, now we learned that I have 2% Asian here in Ohio. All elections are so close today. Maybe, look at how close the last presidential, Bush, they were looking at hanging Chad even. That 2%, if I'm going to tell a candidate, I'm going to throw we call it a swing block vote. I'm going to support that guy over there. Not only you lost 2%, you need to find 2 more. That's another 2% deficit. That's a 4%. We do statistics, okay? You know how powerful that is, that 2%? We learned that at 80-20, that we don't commit that quick. We want you to sign the letter, a questionnaire, just a few questions to answer. Do you support Asian American for equal justice? Do you support this? Do you support that? I want to see how many yeses you have. I want to see, will you appoint more judges? Obama, he signed it. Appoint Asian American judges. He appointed 3 when he got on. He kept his promise. We made him sign, when he was a candidate. Yeah. Then we will endorse you. We will send out 2,000 emails right away. Hey, he signed it. Let's throw it to him last minute. Okay? Just like, America has a very powerful group, the Jewish American. They're very smart. They are doing the same way. We can change our mind at the very last second on you. I'm sorry to keep picking on you. To the last minute. Are you going to support me or not? We really like you. Yeah, go to a fundraiser, share. Yeah, okay, I don't have money, $1,000 dinner. I don't have that. You know what, sir? How about come? I will go out to hang out brochure for you. Put signs out there. You see? Come. Then you got to go in free to meet everyone. See? Lee, you done all the work. Come on in. This is come on me. I've done that many times. You don't have to always support a candidate with money. Just say, hey, next rally is where? I'm going to show up there. A lot of, colorful background, they like that. You see, comp. Politicians have that. $1,000 dinner, I got in for nothing, Of course, I don't want to sit on front of the table. But you see, you support candidates like that. There is a lot of ways that you can be very active. Community organizer, little groups. Hey, I'm going to do a cook-off tomorrow, chili cook-off, porridge cook-off. Huh? Yeah, fried rice. He invited me down to be the judge. That is great. Yeah, that is great. You see, you got all a group there to get involved. Hey, pretty soon you get more familiar with each other. All it started is something like that, small, community organizer. Hey, now we got an issue, let's meet. Let's meet at a restaurant. Let's get together, have a social function. Birthday party, Trent likes to do a hog roast, Dr. Trent. I mean, he threw a hog roast like 300 people. The whole neighborhood show up, invited or not. They all bring a dish. You know, lots of food. It was, not only is good for him, it's good for his business, you know.
I'm not sure they know who Dr. Trent is, but he's the local Vietnamese dentist.
Yeah, he's from Vietnam. He came here when he's only a few years old, speaks perfect English. His wife is a pharmacist. He's up in Westchester. I support him, and he lives in another town actually, and he's doing very well. I mean, one man, every month he got at least 50 new clients coming in. Huh? So interaction, he's active in the community, volunteering, he and his wife out there. Oh, okay, food drive, okay, I put a box by my office there. You know, make sure you tell them to drop the box at Dr. Trent. You see all the free advertisement. Very smart. Very smart. And he's very involved in the community. Catholic church, any fundraiser, he's there. He could afford, he buy the whole table, you know. So we have not only have fun, we're socializing, meet a lot of people in the community. That's what it's all about. So, you guys have any questions, anything? Yes?
Your experience so far, at such a young age, have you decided to go for like a bigger
Well,
or for like a bigger city?
yeah, well, the next step will be for commissioner, county level, or state level. You know, Mr. John Boehner was on my seat before. He went from trustee to state rep to US Congress. Look what he is today. Now, Mr. Boehner, he has some rich guy to bankroll him. Okay? So I have to build my group, grassroots. I mean, he's been here a long time. His family is from this area. You know, they own a bar down here. And hey, nothing is impossible. But I'm saying that you got to build your grassroots, your solid base from the bottom. Okay? Many people run for office. It's like climbing a mountain. They think, oh, I can just parachute halfway and climb up. You know what? He's going to slide right down to the bottom. You build from the bottoms your bases, and you're going to have a solid footings going up, and you will be on top of the mountain. Yes?
Can you walk us through, from the Army, you said you were there for 20 years and then you decided to
Retire.
then what sparked it for you to get into office or that?
Well, I always said, when I was in the Army, I said, I want to get involved in the community that I live in, that I have, make it a better place. Before the community I was in, I was lost. Like, who is in charge of this place? Is it a police run it, or who is in charge? And then they dictate to you how to live your life. You know, I feel more freedom this way than anything. Does that answer your question?
So you just want to make a change?
I want to make a change. I want to jump in. There's no need for me to keep complaining and beat my head against the wall. They're not going to listen to me. See? Go in, get involved in change. Make a big change that way. Yes, sir?
Sir, from what I understand, you were forced to live your youth fast. You ever felt like mentally giving up, you know, coming here with like nothing much and having to like grow up fast?
Yeah, well, I grew up fast at 13, and I knew that if I don't do well in school, at risk, I can fail anytime. There's no one to support me. And I was lucky to come over here, apply for a school, got it, and I thought my way is going up. But there's obstacles. There's obstacles. I welcome opposition. Come on. I know that roads are rough. I'm not afraid. Politician, I'm not afraid. My enemies, come on, bring it on. All right? And don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to speak up. Just don't burn the bridges. Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm an extreme strong believer in building relationships and networking and things like
Yeah.
that. I think there's a lot of power there and to leverage that. But sometimes I feel that, like, when I'm going to new groups to possibly form some new connections, I don't know what to talk about. How do you start off that conversation? Sometimes, sometimes it's really easy.
I know, such as,
really difficult.
yeah, one group always interested in basketball, sports, and all that. Hey, I get up there, warm up with them a little. I go there, have a beer with them. Find out where the hangout is. Find out something common. Show up. And also dress to fit in, Some of the couple of restaurant guy asked me, he said, why does the immigration always pick on them? I said, yeah, look at you. You've been here 10 years now, you still got the Chinese shirt on, hat still pointing up like that. Look, anybody can pick you out. I said, learn to assimilate, blend in, and you guys got one advantage. It's like you don't have an accent. I do, because when I came, I was 18. My vocal cord is set already in Chinese Mandarin. See, I get involved, a little bit, and then you start making a move. I mean, you don't want cold calling too fast. Build that relationship, warm it up a little. Okay? Like I say, 90% of my support are Caucasian. Lee, I call them up once in a while. Hey, let's go to breakfast. Hey, why are you guys hanging out for coffee? I like coffee, or for a beer. Like tonight, they say, come on, Lee, come to, St. Pat's, have a beer. Yes, sir.
You yourself, what do you rate your English speaking? Because from what I can see, you speak perfect English. You have an accent.
Yeah. Well, I think I have my days.
Like what you give yourself, like me personally, I would give you a 10.
Yeah, well, thank you. Well, don't underestimate a person just by the way they talk. Some of them they speak 3 to 4 languages. Yes. So don't sell yourself short. I have someone pick on me one time. Say, yeah, how many languages you speak? Huh? I speak 3, 4. Chinese, Mandarin, Fuchao, Teochew, English. You speak 1, So who is laughing who? So there's nothing to be ashamed of. Yes, sir.
You said when you were running for public office, you biked from house to house.
Yeah, that is, most people are not willing to work. Okay, a lot of, here's the trick here. I'll tell you this. Most politicians, they say, oh, wow, I'm going to run for office. They go out, stick a few signs out there and talk trash. You're not going to win that way. I will beat your pants off. Okay? I go out there, and there's nothing stronger than person-to-person, one-to-one communication. And that's more powerful than anything. My campaign is 1 card, that's all, with my picture on it. And vote for Lee Wong, November 4th, whatever. That's it. None of these garbage bullet comment and 2-page long. No.
So when you're very
Determined, yes. I go from one house at a time, take it one house, one street at a time. It's overwhelming at first. It was overwhelming at first. Then I got it down to science. I learned that it only takes me 2 minutes per house. I go out there, hey, how are you? I'm Lee Wong. I mentioned my name once already. I'm running for blah, 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 for trustee of Westchester. Do you have any concerns or issues? Okay, I pull out my notebook here. You caught him by surprise. No? Well, thank you very much. Don't forget to vote for Wong, Lee Wong, 3 times. You can't go wrong with Wong. See, he laughed. He remembers that name. Name recognition. You see?
Were there any moments where you were discouraged
Oh yeah, there's a couple of guys slammed door in my face, but I let him go. There's a World War II. Some of them got, a little loose there. You leave them alone, or you got time, go back later on, catch them in a better time. Hey, did I say something wrong to you the other day? I came out to introduce myself. Is it the way I look, or we have a problem here? I'd like to know. How can we be better friends? Huh? So, and you do that, I think you're going to take you the long way. 2 minutes a house, so you figure in 1 hour I can, next one, quick. You don't want to stand there and talk to him philosophy for 20 minutes, you are finished, okay? And they will, if they say, oh, well, Joe Blow I like him, he's better. He's cool, he's good looking. Oh yeah, really? Well, did he ever stop by here, talk to you? I rest my case. Oh, no, he didn't. How did you know about him? Well, I read about him and saw in the news. Oh yeah, you believe everything on the news media? Yeah. Well, so I appreciate your support. 2 minutes, just like that. You think he's better? Oh yeah, go ahead, vote for him. He came here, knock on the door. Came here, talk to you. See, lay it out. People are different. They are human.
So in other words, you take the direct approach in approaching them personally,
Yeah.
compared to other politicians that hey, here's my pamphlet, whatever.
Yeah.
Just get out.
Right. If you want to go print some, it costs money. Hey, you're going to get what you see here. Okay? I'm no fake. You're going to get what you see. I'm talking to you right now. What? You got any more questions?
I have a question. So when you say you're 18 again, you got beat up in Brookfield. I live in Chicago too.
Yeah, Brookfield, yes.
By a veteran, right?
Yeah.
And now you're a veteran. Do you have any different feeling?
No, I think it's war done a lot of funny things to you. Killing people. It's going to affect you. I never kill anybody. I can live with my conscience. It's tough. Soldiers that during combat, we call it in the army, it's a controlled violence. It's violence, very violent. Killing people is violence. Illegally to kill someone during wartime, but it's controlled violence. But sometimes, like that guy recently, went overboard. So it's a very violent environment, control. But if you don't exercise that, you're in trouble. Many of them, they call, what effect is that? PTSD and all that. Yes, very difficult time. To kill another human being that, unless you are a dog, it will affect you one way or the other. Either you're going to take this. So, any other question? Yes?
Obviously, it's been a main concern for, Asian Americans that we have poor representation when it comes to voting. Where do you think that stems from? And as the younger generation, do you think we should try to, focus on trying to get our parents' generation a little more involved while working with our generation, or is that?
At least they need to register. If you don't register, you are nobody. Demographic, they call gerrymandering of a district. Most Asians don't even register. They don't even know that they're U.S. citizen. Register to vote. Even if you don't vote in the primary, vote in the general. Okay? Have them register at least that the name is on board. Okay? And also learn to vote. 5 candidates here. I don't know this one. I know Wong only. Vote for him. Vote for someone that you know personally. Don't go to all 3 of them, I don't know who it is. Oh, I'm good. I guess his name sounds good. I'll vote for him. You'll make the biggest mistake. You don't have to vote on that part. Skip over. Everyone, all the judges, no opposition. I don't even bother to vote for them. Just move on. Okay? Show them that how many votes he get. You see. If there is no opposition, why do you even bother to vote for that guy? All right? He's going to win anyway. But vote for someone that support you or support your values. Try to organize a community group, organized group as a block vote. Hey, I'm on a Facebook. I got 2,000 friends. You know, I like to know where you stand on this. My personal feeling, I like you to support me on this part. Right now, Asian American got the score 450 higher in SAT than any other group to get in top university. What's going on here? That's what we're working on. Huh? So things like that. And never sell yourself short and throw in the vote too quick. I don't know. Let me think about it. You want my support right now. I don't know where you stand on this. Could you send me some email and some, you know, talk to me more about this? You know, I'll get you a lot of support. See? I bet you he'll be scratching his head how to get support from the Asian community. All right? So involved with groups like this, wonderful. Wonderful, and just get more publicity. You know, Mr. Obama, he's a very smart man. He started off a community organizer. Yeah, he's no dummy. He's a smart man. Yeah. So this country, I think, if you cannot be successful here, you got problems, you know. If you work hard, you will make a living. So, yes, sir.
Why did you choose a small, or a town demographically is mostly Caucasian versus like going towards maybe the pockets of?
It doesn't matter any town I move into, but this is the one that I choose to stay long term. Before I was still in corporate world, jumping from, you know, transfer me from here to there. I am done with traveling. I want to settle down. I'm 60 years old. I started politics 7 years ago, 2005. So doesn't matter where you're at. And if you always look at yourself, oh, well, I'm Asian, nobody will like me, you're going to lose. I'm no different than you. What? I have a group came in one day. I don't like Korean in this town have too many liquor store, whatever. Really? Yeah, the Koreans say, right. How many Koreans in here? Do you see? 2? I said, I don't see any Korean here. I see American. That changed his mind real quick. He knew where he was wrong at. Yeah, so what's the problem? Huh? You pick on him because of his race? He's American, just because he looked different. See? Human beings tend to have that prejudice built inside in them, you know, all that garbage. There's a lot of garbage out there. I'm not saying that I want to say that a politician, never be afraid to get on the face. Ask some question, you know. State senator, I have a question. I have an issue. May I be polite? Also, raise your hand. And hey, why is this blah blah blah? Bring it up. If you don't speak up, they say that Asian is. If you tell them no once, they'll go away. Don't do that. Don't let them push you away that easy. I'm not a pushover. We are not a pushover, okay? You're not going to push me away that easy. I'm going to come back on your face again. Either you like it or not. I can call you out anytime. I've got a question to ask you. You are my representative. So why aren't you answering my question, sir? You know, like I say, get involved. Don't be afraid. Anything else? Yes.
I think your parents would have been really, really proud of you.
Oh.
Like, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I was lucky, you know, I would never been a U.S. citizen if it's not for my brother. He was a trailblazer. He came here 10 years before me. Back then, if you are the best student in school, Loyola, he was a top distinguished grad. They gave him the citizenship, get him a job. So I kind of piggyback him. I mean, he's retired now. He's out of a big hospital in LA. In fact, last month he retired, and 72 years old. But he said that he wished he'd done what I did, get more involved with the community. That otherwise he felt like he didn't contribute anything to the community. He said that. I was shocked. That he said he felt he did not contribute anything to the community that gave it to him. So we owe it to America that be a part of it, make it successful. If someone wants to always argue with me, we contribute to this country every war, Vietnam War. If you look at the V-shaped Vietnam War, it's designed by the Asian girl, by the way. At the middle there, by the waist high, a guy named Ed P.K. Wong died missing in action in Vietnam. I have his picture on my desk. He's still missing in action. He's the only son from Oakland. So we contribute. I have friends that did not come back, died in the war, Either white, Asian, Jose, Alvarez, all kinds of names out there. So we contribute, your grandfather contribute more than that you can imagine. So, all right, thanks.